Good morning, it's Barbara. Oh, it's practically balmy out there. I think it's getting in the 30s. We'll see. Meanwhile, we still have our snow. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I'm going to use my orange, although I did just order 2 new lipsticks online, and I got one that's more this color and not quite so orange. But meanwhile, see how well this stays on, because we have our, oh, you can see I still have that other lipstick on. I do not like that lipstick. I won't be using it again. It makes my lips feel weird all day, and I'm like biting on them and stuff. I don't like it. But anyway, it sticks, see? You can still see. Permanent staining, maybe. Who knows? All right. But I'm having orange today. I can't stay within the lines. Yeah. Oh, well. Oops, are you okay? Oh, okay. Pearl's getting excited. Dennis is going to be down soon. She knocked over Aura's walker that's at the bottom of the steps. Aura has a walker upstairs and a walker downstairs. And apparently, the downstairs walker is down. Oh dear. Where's my... I got a wet napkin because I was thinking that I was going to put my stain on. And then I thought, oh, I've only worn my orange once. Oh my gosh. I look like Lucille Ball. Remember Lucille Ball? You felt like she did her lips a little outside the line. As I recall. I could be wrong. Yeah. But you know, you don't have a ton of time with this orange, because it's drying already. Oh dear, this really is a beauty channel. Sorry. Anyway, I have my orange on. I'm wearing my orange today. Can you tell? Anyway, we have our Zoom today. I'm very excited. My plan is I'm going to work on my hood for my Montrealer, and who knows, that might be the only knitting I do today, because my arm is sore. Although it's really weird. Like I said yesterday, since it doesn't hurt while I knit, I'm going under the assumption that I'm not sure how to verbalize, but it really hurts when I go to reach for something. So I put my KT tape, or whatever the hell it's called, on my arm to see if that helps. But it really only hurts when I'm reaching. In fact, it didn't even hurt. It didn't really hurt. I mean, I'm aware of it when I lift something heavy like my full water jar, or when I'm making tea. It's really the reaching. So it's interesting. Seems like it's a different place on my arm than the last time I had a really bad arm. I am not coming up here on this channel to be telling you all about my aches and pains. I would rather talk about lipstick. And Dennis has zero interest in lipstick, let me tell you. Negative interest. Did you hear him snort? Negative interest in lipstick. Anyway, well, I don't get it on my teeth. Oh, that's a lie. I did. Oh. I didn't do a very good job today. I'm sorry. Do not use today's video as a tutorial on how to put on orange matte lipstick, because I think it's been pretty much a failure. It is pretty dry now. And this, I think this dries dry. The one I put on yesterday, which I don't like and I don't recommend, is Revlon Color Stay Ultimate Liquid Lipstick. that stayed tacky. It was dry, but it was but it was a little tacky. So when I went like that, you know, this is still a little tacky, but this did that all day. And I don't know what it felt. My lips felt so weird that I was like biting them. Anyway, I'm not using this again. I might throw this away. But meanwhile, I'm orange. And you might see the sweater soon again because I bought a color that's a little closer to the sweater. But it's not here yet. So today is our Zoom day. I want to let you know that I might be cutting out. In fact, right now I'm planning on cutting out for 20 minutes to a half an hour, around 2-ish, to help Dennis walk the dogs. With Pearl's broken leg, our whole routine had to change. She has to come into the car with the ramp, which we've been doing all along. But she has to come out of the car on the ramp, which is new. And this is her only fun time. Well, Dennis walks her in the front yard, and that's fun time for her. But this is her fun time of the day, and we don't want her to miss it. I don't want the dogs to miss their walk just because I'm not available. So I'm going to make myself available, and you guys can talk amongst yourselves without me. In fact, you'll get to actually get a word in edgewise. And then I'll be back. So, as much as I love you guys, I also love my dog, and she really needs her walk today. So I will be helping Dennis, but she's only allowed a 5-minute walk. Now we stretch that to an 8-minute walk. Our short walk on our routine is 8 minutes. And of course, that time sometimes gets stretched out depending on how many sniffs we have to have, because the whole point of the walk, well, in the olden days before she broke her leg, the whole point of the walk was, to give her the sensations and the smells and interactions with other dogs and, being out in the world. The exercise part, they do themselves in the backyard, except now this is the totality of poor Pearl's exercise. She has an appointment on Thursday. We're going to take her on Thursday and drop her off at the vet, and they're going to keep her, and however they need to, they're going to x-ray her arm. And we will see how, and our doctor, who we really like a lot, is going to take a look at the x-ray and decide if she's healed enough that we can start giving her more time, more fun. Because right now she's on 0 fun. Anyway, so Thursday she's going to go and get checked. And then we may have a different regimen for her. Meanwhile, I will be gone 20 minutes to a half an hour in the middle of our Zoom today. So I just wanted to let you know so you wouldn't be shocked. But our Zooms are 2 or 3 hours. So, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Meanwhile, the Flame and Fiber podcast Ravelry group has a sticky thread called Saturday Zoom, and that's what's today. And it has the Zoom link that Valerie has put into that first comment. It's the exact same Zoom link. If you've ever been to our Zoom before, it's the same. So please come. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. I'm going to be working on my Montrealerhood. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so it's in the evening in Europe. It's in the crack of dawn in New Zealand. And it's, in the morning to the early afternoon in the United States and Canada and North and South America. You all know. You can figure it out. So, yeah. So I'm excited. And I'm sure my orange will still be there. Now, this orange just is way more comfortable to wear than what I wore yesterday. It's so interesting. But, and when I've been putting these long-lasting lipsticks on and I go, you know, in the evening and I catch myself in the mirror and I'm shocked. Oh, well. Well, I can't really wear eyeshadow. I mean, look at my eyes. My eyes are so hooded. I think if my eyelids drop anymore, Medicare will pay for an eye lift for me because it's going to start interfering with my vision. No, and that's no joke. So, you know, I could, I have okay lashes. I could do, mascara, but I'm not that, you know, lipsticks, plenty. All right. So I did knit yesterday, which is why my arms are sore today. I think. I'm not sure. See that reach? Well, I put the tape on, so that didn't actually hurt. But it hurt like to grab my toothbrush. I mean, it's really sad. All right, but I finished my cuff yesterday. I made a long cuff because I accidentally made the sleeve a little too short. Now that cuff looks very skinny, but, and it's going to be, you know, it's going to be close on my wrist, but it's not tight. And I should be able to, let's see if I can. I should be able to push my sleeves up to 3/4. Oh yeah, I can. So this is going to work out perfectly fine. I'm using the same ball of pink on the second sleeve as I used on this. So one sleeve finished and I started the second sleeve. And I'm right where I'm going to put in my pink. And once I'm done with pink, I didn't do exactly what I said because this is sort of a brighter teal than this. It's not exactly the same yarn, but it's close enough. But the yellow and the pink, I think, are going to be the signals that these sleeves go on the same sweater. I might even go all the way down to the purpley blue if I can find it in my bag. But other than that, I'm not going to worry about it. The bottom of this sweater is going to be a little bit darker than the top in terms of colors because there are more darker elements in my bag of minis than the brighter ones. And I've been using the bright ones often to be like the single row, you know, between the darker things. Hey, puppy. Maisie just came in. You want to say hi? Yeah. Good morning. Get your face away from my glasses, you rascal dog. Good morning. So anyway, that's what I did last night. I am so in love with this trove, and it's so much fun to knit. I cannot tell you. I'm just tickled with it. And I'm so happy to be happy knitting. So happy to be happy knitting. So last night we watched Avira, and then I had an urge to watch Foyle's War. Foyle's War is a really good series from years ago because the actors in it are so young. The third episode, so anyway, I ordered the DVDs on eBay. They were cheap. You know, it was like $30 for all 6 seasons. So I ordered them, and they came yesterday. So Aura and I watched. She might have only seen one. The problem with them is they don't have closed captioning, which is too bad. But I think she enjoyed it, and you know, we talked about during the war, blah blah blah, because this is set in Hastings, very near where Leslie lives. During World War II, which of course Hastings would have been right at the front in England of that war because it's like 30 miles to France where the Germans were at this point. So, oh, maybe not, because Belgium just fell. So they might not have quite been in France at this point that I'm watching. But anyway, David Tennant is in the third episode. I mean, you know, so they have all these famous people. Anyway, it was fun. But he looked so young. So I'm not sure when these were done. And Honeysuckle Weeks, who I love, she looks so young. So these guys look young. I could look on the box and see when it was made. But it was probably made in 90s? Early 2000s? Probably the 90s. I'm not sure. I'm guessing. But anyway, so I was watching Foyle's War and working on my trove and really enjoying it, but I'm not sure how much knitting I should be doing every day until my arm feels better, although the tape helps. Susan told me about the tape, and she, at the time, you know, back when I was having my other problem with my arm, and she said that when her grandkids are coming, where she's going to be with her grandkids, I guess they were like toddlers or something, she would tape up her arm because she knew she was going to be picking up kids. And, you know, and so she prepared herself. I may be telling this story completely wrong. And unfortunately, she can't come to the Zoom today, so she can't correct me live. But anyway, so the tape I think is helping, but maybe I should be limiting my knitting. I wonder if knitting and crocheting have a different effect on my arm. If they do, then I could be working on my blanket, which Dennis would like. Can you hear Pearl? Dennis is getting ready to take her out the front, but she has to be on a leash in the front yard. Anyway, so that was last night. I did, and I enjoyed the knitting. I enjoyed the Foyle's War, so that was fun. My library books that I took out when I originally talked, so apparently that was like 2 weeks ago, because I only get the library books for 2 weeks, and they're taking back my audio books that I started listening to one the other night, but I couldn't concentrate. I needed the visual in addition to the story. So I was watching Poirot or something instead, because the book, I kept going off. I was kind of aggravated, and, you know, I was going off and not paying attention to the book. So I needed the TV on, is what I'm saying. So anyway, my books are going away today. But I can always get them out again. I can place a hold and I can try again. I just got ambitious and took 2 or 3 out and only listened to a part of one. Okay, now I'm rambling. I am going to go. Oh, because the Zoom is in an hour and 15 minutes. I gotta go. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please. I'll see you in an hour and 15 minutes. Stay safe and stay sane.